I think Beyonce's come to a point now where she's on this pedestal so high that she's not even looked at as a human. She's more like some mythical creature with a Houston accent. Honestly, I've never considered myself a big fan of Beyonce, but I've always appreciated her and her music and her impact. Growing up black in the early 2000s, I've probably heard Get Me Bodied so many times that it appears in my nightmares. And I've always thought the 4 album was great, and Lemonade is honestly one of the best R&B albums I've ever heard. And now she reminds us that she's still alive by dropping random Instagram pictures that's worth more than my family net worth. And an album every once in a while. Her single for this album, Break My Soul, is an ode to dance hall music, and I think it was done pretty tastefully. It got the hips and the shoulders loose. And it's also an indication of the wave that artists like Drake and IDK are on right now. Whether Drake did a decent job at it is questionable, but we're not going to get into that right now. I have no idea what this is going to be or what it's going to sound like, but I'm down for the ride on a silver horse. But yeah, man, this is a Beyonce Renaissance, all caps. But yeah, we're gonna get into this, see what this album is all about. I mean, you guys know who the fuck Beyonce is. Let's go. Damn, goddamn, that shit slap. The way that beat, like I really didn't know where the fuck that was going, but the way that they slowed it down and it just smacked you with it, smacked you with it. You know what I'm saying? I like that a lot. Uh huh. Uh huh. I'm that girl. That was a pretty interesting track right there, man. First off, Beyonce sounds great. I don't know a point in her career where she didn't. It's just like, it's crazy to think that every time she comes back, there's just this sense of like, you don't know what's going to happen. There's so much suspense here. And a lot of that is missing from music. The best music is the shit we ain't expect, you know? But as far as like the instrumental on here, it was very like sporadic, disjointed. It seemed like it could go 3 different ways. And it surprised me every time the beat dropped. It was very interesting. Beyonce sounds good on the vocals. I'm not sure what the subject matter is here. Kind of just sounds like she's talking about bigging herself up. She's always bringing that southern twang. She did have something. She said some pretty interesting stuff on this verse 3. Un-American, I don't need no friends. I've been thugging for my un-American life lights in these defaulted skies. So she's saying un-American. I'm not sure like what she means by that, but maybe she's kind of like trying to denounce her Americanisms. I'm fucking with it. I kind of like that one. Definitely got to get used to just like the weirdness of it, but it was cool though. I liked it. I feel like I wasn't in the right setting for that song. I should have been surrounded by 80 to 100 very sweaty individuals. Everybody is just like relentlessly just doing like crunk moves, you know, like they're jolting their shoulders back and forward type of shit. That song was a lot more upbeat than the beginning track. Definitely brought the tempo up. I can appreciate that song. I really like the ad-lib vocals she did on here. It made it feel like a little bit more elegant, a little bit more pretty. It was a very interesting song from Beyonce. I can't lie. But I'm messing with Cozy, you know, and it seems just like a song that's just like empowering yourself, you know what I'm saying? She it seems like she wants people to feel good listening to this. Comfortable in my skin, cozy with who I am, comfortable in my sin. I'm cozy, cozy, feet above your sins. I love myself. God damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, she definitely knew what she was doing with this.
Drip and trippiness. Patty cake on there is Tiffany blue billboards over the ceiling. We don't like plain, always dreamed of paper planes. I'm too classy for this world. Forever I'm that girl. Feature diamonds and pearls. Oh baby, that's what you are. Lingerie reflecting off the mirror on the bar. Category, sexy bitch, I'm the bar. Alien superstar.
Okay, I'm a little conflicted on this song. Now, that super consistent 808 booms, booms, boom, booms, 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 boom, booms, that gives you an indication of what's about to go on. You know, you feel like this is going to be here for the rest of the beat. This is going to be the mainstay for the song. But as she goes into like the chorus, all of these strings come in, these synths, and it just gets very luscious, and it the song all of a sudden gets very full. But for my ears, just hearing the beat and then hearing the chorus, I don't know, I wasn't able to just like keep the same energy or listen to it with the same ear. And it kind of just put it in a weird place throughout the song. It kind of like went up and down and up and down. I honestly would have rather her just, you know, do like she did on the chorus. You know, give her little rap verses, keep that beat going, and just keep the vibe of it. I feel like that would make that club feel, you know, even more prevalent. So, yeah, I'm just a little conflicted on it. I mean, when the chorus did come in, it did sound beautiful. I mean, it has a credit from Mike Dean on here, and I could definitely hear his additions on the last part of the song with those synths coming in. I kind of just was hearing the song differently. And maybe I just put too much expectation on it, but I'm just a little conflicted about Alien Superstar. I can already smell the greens being cooked. I can smell the yams in the oven. I could smell the chicken wings being fried. I can hear the moisture of the mac and cheese and the spoon connection. I can smell all of it from this song. I can hear this like playing at a fucking like a bowling alley, or if you have like one of those like, you know, work celebrations or like work meetings at like a brewery or some shit, they just throw this on in the background. I can hear this being a very big song. It just has everything it needs. It has the high energy vibes from Beyonce. It has the great vocals, the super catchy chorus, the real funky beat. It just has everything to just be one of those summertime good feeling bops that plays on a Target commercial, you know? But I do see production from Raphael Sadiq and The Dreams, so that definitely like, you know, gives you an idea of what's going on here. But yeah, I really like this song. It was great. Honestly, it reminds me of something maybe like off of the 4 album or just some of Beyonce's older work with that high energy, and her vocals were great throughout the whole thing. I mean, I got the chorus stuck in my head all fucking ready. But yeah, Cuff It is my favorite so far. I'm liking Cuff It. I will cuff it.
In a room, the crowd goes. Look around, everybody on mute. Look around, it's me and my group. Big energy.
Energy. Fucking dope. That was just kind of like a derivative, like a part 2 of Cuff It, but it took the same beat and then it kind of just like flipped in the middle of the song, just went a little more dark, you know. It was tough. I fuck with it. It seems like Beyonce is like not really interested in like giving you that much like sing-songy songs. Like, she wants to rap, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, Beyonce always like had like a rapper energy on her songs. She's done that her whole career. Like, she just, I don't know, she just gives you that, she gangster with it. It's probably Jay.
I just fell in love. I just quit my job. I'm gonna find a new drive.
Is niggas listening to Break My Soul when they quit their job? Like, yo, man, fuck Burger King, bro. That nigga tripping. Like, I can't do this shit no more. Got me working 9 to 9. I've been here all day. Man, I'm done. I'm out. Let me turn on this Break My Soul real quick, man. Let's go. Man, niggas is turning on ESTG, man. They want to shoot something, all right? I'm sorry, Beyonce. Yo, imagine this shit comes on in a spin class and the volume is on like full blast. I might really like break the pedals off of that bitch, yo. This song is hype. I really love this track. I loved it from the minute that I heard the single. It just has so much energy, some good vibes. I know I was joking earlier, but it truly does give you some motivation, man. You know, you just want to get like the 5-pound weights and just start doing this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Frida. Those sample chops and the way they put it in there just made the energy even more crazy. Yeah, this song is a super bop, man. I think Break My Soul is definitely the right choice for the single on here from what I've heard. Woo. God damn. Hey. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey.
I've been up, I've been down. I said I pop it like a thotty, pop it like a thotty. You said I drop it like a thotty, drop it like a thotty. Church girls acting loose, bad girl acting naughty. Let it
Man, pastors with daughters are livid across the country. This is ridiculous. May the Lord be with this woman and rebuke the nastiness out of this woman. Lord Jesus. Hey, man. Drop it like a thotty. Drop it like a thotty. Am I a thotty? I wouldn't consider myself, but does the world see me as a thotty? That's a totally different story. Like, who are we really in this world? And, like, do we even deserve to be here? You know what I'm saying? Like, truly and literally, is there a God? Church Girl was an interesting track. You know what I'm saying? Definitely like the beat. I see the No ID Dream production on here. Beyonce and Stuart White also. Definitely like an upbeat, trap-inspired beat going on there. And it's really held up by Beyonce just like repeating these refrains throughout the whole song. Just empowering people to drop it like a thotty. Don't be scared. Get freaky. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Just free yourself. I can get with the message. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be a little loose sometimes. That was definitely a switch in the vibe going on in this album. That was more of like a jazz, funk, R&B song right there. I think I really enjoyed that. I'm seeing some production from Sid and Levin Carly and Beyonce, and I'm even seeing some writing credits from Sid and Sabrina Claudio and even Patrick Page II. And Sid and Patrick Page II are both members of the internet. I just heard the chorus and I'm like, man, that definitely sounds like something that Sid would sing on an internet song. So it's cool to see that she brought in like the newer players in the R&B world. And shout out to Patrick Page on here, who was also on the bass, giving some sweet bass runs and some bass grooves on here. I love the lyricism on here also. Beyonce's kind of just talking about empowering your insecurities and loving you for who you are and just being there for each other, man. Virgo's Groove seemed like it was going in the same energy of the previous song, Plastic Off of the Sofa. It is also produced by Levin Kali, who also produced Plastic on the Sofa, and The Dream and Beyonce. And I like this vibe. I like this vibe that we're going in. I love the funk, dance, pop elements going on here. Beyonce's vocals are flawless like always. They always bring the energy up. And this song is just dance. It's dance ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like pop some ecstasy and just dance until your fucking shoulders cave into the sockets. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely tell that Beyonce is just going for feel good music. Like, this is elevated feel good music. Of course, it sounds flawless, but everything is elevated, and there's so much like emotion and the little things that just make songs like this pop. Yo, I'm fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? From Cuff It On, it's been a vibe, a super vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with Virgo's groove. I'm grooving with the Virgo. Move, man. I love the Afro beat. I love the energy from Grace Jones on here. Kind of like a perfect fit, you know what I'm saying? Grace Jones, super influential for pop music and pop culture in general. And also featuring Tim's on here. I didn't really catch her voice. Yeah, this is just another feel-good one. Super high energy. Definitely more in your face. And I love, like, at the back end of this when the breakdown comes in and those knife synths come in. It was a great sounding song. This is one where you get down. You want to make sure you have the good sneakers with the good traction when you're on the dance floor so you don't slip on nobody's sweat glands. And you just get down to this joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get on the ground, do a spin on your head and shit. Like, this is that type of one. So I'm seeing some writing credits from Drake. And man, let me tell you, that whole lot of reservations, whole lot of texting with no conversations, bro, that's definitely Drake all the way. I can definitely hear his influence on the chorus also. I like this song a lot. I think the melody definitely did it for me. It was a very feel-good track, and I love like how she kind of just went off on the outro, kind of just, you know, sounds like she just saying whatever feels good at the moment, you know, just talking shit. I'm starting to realize the purpose of this album, man. There's no underlying motive or meaning here. She's just trying to make people feel good. And I think she's definitely succeeding in that.
He thought he was loving me good, I told him go harder. She thought she was killing this shit, I told her go harder. Just look at this alkaline wrist, cause I got that water. Ass getting thicker. That's that dick. That's that real shit. That's that jelly, baby. Champagne and cherry, baby. That's that dick. That's that ball drop. That's that keep going. That's that never stop. That's that big. That's that nana. That oochie oochie la la. That's that 1996. That's that Miami bass. 12 in a trunk. 808. That's that Castro.
Shout out to Hit Boy on the production on here. Definitely showing his chops on here. I mean, he's generally a hip hop R&B producer, but he definitely got in his electronic pop bag. Honestly, I would have really enjoyed if she went off of that first trap beat at the beginning of the song. That shit was dope as fuck. But I do appreciate this though. Definitely plays more like a more low-key song just because there's not a lot of vocal presence on here. I mean, Beyonce's just on here talking about that's that thick. There's not too much to take away, but the breakdown at the end of the song was pretty beautiful. Oh, and yeah, the beat was thick. I don't think I'm gonna spell thick any other way at this point. THIQUE. That's fire, yo.
Tell mama that I do it for you. The ride that always want you, I'll be groupie for you. It may hurt at first, cause I'ma make you work. Put me first in what you need, I know you gonna love me. I tried to get all up in your mind. Is my love a crime? Cause I wanna make you mine. I tried to get all up in your mind. Now going through the time, if it means I'll make you mine. Stop, time, I stayed up for a while. You that is the feeling that I need. Why don't you take the time to really know it's me? I tried to get all up in your mind.
Okay, Beyonce on the hyper pop wave. Definitely didn't expect this to go this route, but honestly, on this album, what is there to expect? You expect nothing. I liked it. I was with it. I was in there. It sounded like a alien tsunami. I like her refrain. I try to get all up in your mind. No, I wanna make you mine. I can see that playing in my head for a while. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of the more like stylistically abstract songs on the track list. I think this is probably the most abstract so far. But I'm with it though. I liked it. I don't know why, but as soon as this beat dropped, I just heard Sada Baby going ridiculous on this beat.
I see you watching, feeling. I know you want it, scheming. I know you need it, true love. You want it all, you don't I know. You never let the street get mine. When I step on the scene, man, can't wait to back it up. Your ex still a dope, but it ain't crack enough. I'm supplying my man, I'm in demand. Soon as I land.
I'm kind of glad that this song doesn't have anything to do about America and its problems because we already fucking live it. Why do we need to listen to it too? The title of the track is more referring to the sample that was used. The song is a derivative of America Has a Problem, parentheses, cocaine, by Kilo Ali. And literally, if you listen to that song, the first 30 seconds are pretty much the same. But I am feeling the direction that the production took on this one, making it a darker song, making it hit harder. And I love that Beyonce is on here just like rapping. I definitely think this was a cool track. It had a vibe that I don't know if we felt on a Beyonce song before. It just had like a cool, like, you know, low-key vibe to it. And I fuck with it.
Check my technique. Coming from my technique. You wanna feel my technique? It's pure. Bad bitches to the left. Money bitches to the right. You can be both. Meet in the middle. Dance all night. Take it all off, or just a little if you like. It's pure. It should cost $1 billion to look this good. Curly hair. It should cost $1 billion to look this. I see you want it and you're coming for me. Don't be funny with my money, honey. All the girls look so yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Pure Honey is probably my least favorite song that I've heard so far. Beyonce's vocal delivery really doesn't elevate the song or give it more energy, in my opinion. It kind of just makes everything seem pretty stale, especially when you have this type of pop on the floor beat. By the second half of the song, I'm pretty taxed. And I thought the switch to the funk side was pretty weird. The groove wasn't nice enough for me to really be interested in this beat switch of it. And there was no real melody to stick to in this also. All in all, I think this track was just a little disjointed. What a closer. Summer Renaissance. The album is over, man. I like that track too. The whole time it just feels like the in-between of when like a alien spaceship comes down on a cornfield and like lifts a person up and he's just kind of like floating into the spaceship. It feels like that in-between part, like you're just rising up the whole time. Definitely a good closer. Definitely evoked like the emotion from the album, and I mean she gave like a round of applause at the end of the thing. Definitely felt very grandiose, very elegant, very luxurious. We made it to the end of the album. Thank God. Drop a comment if you watched the whole thing and enjoyed yourself. After a first listen, here's what I think so far. This album is a non-stop fucking party. Beyonce has given high energy, feel-good bops her whole career, but Renaissance seems to really capitalize on that feeling. Drawing from disco, electro-pop, Afrobeat, and funk music, Beyonce delivers a sonically adventurous album this time around, giving kind of a slow burn to what is to come. It features some luscious synths and Beyonce's soothing vocals. And at the end of that song, transitioning into the next song, Cozy sort of catapults you into the party. Cozy features some self-empowering lyrics over top of a heavy dance pop beat and kind of sets the tone for a good portion of the album. And to my surprise, this album is more than just a collection of dance pop and house tracks like the single Breaks My Soul suggests. It's actually a diverse series of alternative R&B, disco, and funk. Some of my favorite tracks here are the disco and funk-inspired tracks like Cuff It and Virgo's Groove. These songs showcase the beauty of Beyonce's voice, but it seems that she is more interested in getting some bars off, to be honest. Songs like Move feature her rapping refrains for most of the song. It goes great over that Afrobeat production. And on songs like Church Girl, it seems like she just went in the booth and had as much fun as she could. I think the motive of this album was pretty clear halfway through. She's definitely not interested in like deep lyricism or evoking emotion with her voice like on tracks she's done in the past. She's focused on the sonics of the album and making sure that the vibe is always right, making sure that the party never stops. So if it means she has to drop some sassy ass bars or occasionally grab Big Frida and Grace Jones, she will. With production ranging from house, techno, hyperpop, and Afro beats, the club scene energy is definitely alive on this one. Even if it was a little tiring at times, it never wilted. Tracks like Thick and America Has a Problem just bring you that raw energy, especially America Has a Problem with the more trap beat inspiration going on. Now, as good as the execution is on this album, it does have some faults. I do feel that Renaissance is maybe 3 or 4 songs too long. Songs like Pure/Honey Come Off is a little off-putting sonically. And though the production is daring, it just doesn't give me anything to write home about, especially when her delivery was so low-key. And this kind of goes the same for like Alien Superstar. But all in all, Renaissance is a breath of fresh air. It aims to release fans from the captivity of their own lives, a lot of times caused by the craziest times of our lives, which is COVID-19. Beyonce seems to be in a place where she is only accepting new vibes that push the envelope. And this album is an example of that. It's wild and it's fun and it's bold, but it's also luxurious. I think this album is going to grow on me even more. The highs of this album were very high. I think my favorite moment inside the album, or my favorite series of tracks, is from Cuff It, and then it transitions into Energy, and then that transition from Energy into Break My Soul is just crazy. Even if you look at Plastic Off the Sofa all the way down to Thick, that's a lot of party in between those tracks. But yeah, man, I am enjoying Renaissance. I'm glad that Beyonce is back, and it seems like she's kind of just recalibrating the scene out here. 2022 has been crazy, like I keep saying, man. The level of artists that are dropping is getting crazy. The fact that we got Kendrick and Drake and Beyonce all in the same year is a little mind-blowing. And there's more to come. But yeah, man, I'm going to give Renaissance an 83 out of 100. That's a pretty good rating in my opinion. I got a lot of songs on here that I would go back to And I kind of just want to relive this album in a different setting and really just enjoy it, because, you know, you can only enjoy an album that's meant to party so much when you're sitting down in a chair in front of a camera. So I want to live with this album some more, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to like it a lot more. Thank you guys for watching, man. Thank you for all the support. If you guys could, check the links down in the description. It's got some good info there, including social media links, and also the links to the Channel 426 podcast, which is the podcast featuring me and Kevin, where we post every Monday. You can find the clips on there, YouTube shorts, and just follow us everywhere you can, man. It's some good shit on. Make sure you guys drop a comment. I love to talk to the people. Let me know what you guys thought of the album, favorite songs, least favorite songs. This has been Soul Tracks, Beyoncé Renaissance. Soul Tracks out. Thanks for watching, guys.